Hey guys, I didn't think that I was going to have to do this, especially now. I knew that eventually this would happen. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. But I've always tried to be honest with everyone. Friends and family have known about this and have been supportive for a very long time. They care about me and they love me very much, and they just wanted to let me know that I'm amazing and I'm the coolest guy that's ever existed. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And I didn't want to come out and say this right now. A YouTuber by the name of Christian Nutrition has exposed me all over the internet. I certainly didn't want to be exposed until I exposed myself. I guess I'll come right out and say it. I'm an Adventures in Odyssey fan. It feels good to say it. For a long time, I actually was pretty outspoken about it, and then I kind of went back into the closet to listen to more Adventures in Odyssey. There's a guy named Christian Nutrition put out a video attacking me for something that I did in my early 20s. Let's just look through the video and see what he has to say, and I'll fill everybody in. Okay, first off, I haven't even started the video. This guy's got Babe Pig in the City, Aladdin, Return of Jafar, Facing the Giants, Courageous. He's got all the Fast and Furious movies just sitting there. They're actually pretty good movies. And then the liberal propaganda machine, Day After Tomorrow on Blu-ray. Are you freaking me right now? You're gonna make fun of the content I like? I don't know if I can even trust this guy. This guy also has an entire channel based around VeggieTales. That's all he does, is watch VeggieTales. A whole channel. Right now, this video has 200 views. It's like, at some point, you gotta tell yourself, look, maybe I should review something outside of this really tiny niche. At least mine is VeggieTales plus other Christian content.
Do I have something special for you today? No, this isn't a Christian nutrition review.
Yeah, also Christian nutrition, you know, I get it, like VeggieTales, but it's confusing. It doesn't tell me what it is, and it turns people who aren't Christians off of your content, all right?
Kevin McCreary has a music video, and no, this isn't an exaggeration or satire. It's very much real.
This is an exaggeration. This is satire. You don't know what was going through my mind or what my intentions were when I made this.
He's really into sound design. It's kind of his thing. He does all the sounds for Blimey Cow. But it's gonna seem a little bit strange when you find out you can't find it on his YouTube channel. You can't find it on Blimey Cow.
Why would Blimey Cow post my video? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Not on any channel that he's a part of. I had to search high and low for this. I had to basically go into the dark web of YouTube to find this video. We're about to find out why that is.
Yeah, maybe you should go into the dark web of YouTube and look at how you can focus your video a little bit for once in your life, Christian Nutrition, all right? I don't need to be looking at your Beatles anthology as if the Beatles is some sort of niche thing that only you like. Everybody likes the Beatles, all right?
This was uploaded back in the Old Testament days of YouTube, back in 2011.
Yeah, I don't think you need to black out the channel name. I'm sure Daniel Noah would actually be very happy that you would promote his YouTube channel.
This music video is called Communicate. Say Goodnight Kevin before he was Say Goodnight Kevin.
Let's see if this thing
That's
works.
a good shot right there. See, look, this is at Focus on the Family, because I used to work there, and this is their elevator in Wits End, which is a very fun place to visit, very magical for kids who grew up on Adventures in Odyssey.
How I imagine Kevin shot this part.
That's not even me, you lack of Adventures in Odyssey fan. That's a clip from Adventures in Odyssey, the first time that they go on the Imagination Station. So it was actually professional union actors probably saying that. I can't remember which episode that was, but I'm sure it was pretty good. There's me and my chest. Oh, too much chest there I'm exposing.
Wait, is this Adventures in Odyssey?
What? If you don't know, then you should know, bro. All of this whole thing stems from my podcast that was about Adventures in Odyssey. I can't even with you right now, Christian Nutrition.
Okay, kids, put your hands together.
Wearing my Icy Stars hoodie. Not as good as they used to be, but at the time, in 2011, Icy Stars was pretty sick.
Like this.
What am I watching?
Like this. 2010.
I love Man, that was so funny. It's supposed to feel like I'm just busting in here, interrupting them just having a nice meal. And I'm like, put your hands together. And they're like, okay, what? It's supposed to be funny, you jerk.
Who thought that making a rap video at Wits End, which is a location based off of Adventures in Odyssey, would be a good idea? And why is he shouting 2010? This was uploaded late in 2011.
Well, it took a long time, all right? I made the song in 2010, and that's when it came out on my Adventures in Odyssey podcast, mind you. And then we made the music video in 2011.
Now listen here, kids, gotta tell you something great about some different
Mark
ways to
Jones!
communicate.
Mark Jones! He has a podcast called the Hoodoo Music Podcast. If you want to learn about like indie bands or independent bands that are really good, check that out.
You know, it looks like Kevin just went up to these kids and started schooling them in a freestyle.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And who is this other guy in the video? We are all here for Kevin, who, by the way, is completely interrupting their date. This is probably the first time these two were allowed to escape their homeschool parents to be alone.
Did you notice that they have a costume for Eugene and Mr. Whitaker at Wits End? We used everything we could to film on this day, and it was so much fun.
But here comes Kevin, busting up the joint to make his rap video.
I just like Hurley hats, all right? It's worked for me. My grandma thinks that it's an Under Armour hat.
You can retro, you can dab, you can use a bit of paper or a slate and chalk.
These shots were actually filmed in South Carolina because I lived in Colorado. Mark lived in South Carolina, and Justin Robinson helped him film these shots, and I think that they look pretty cool.
Is to sit down and talk.
And now there's praying in this rap video.
Check it.
When you talk and it's funny, it can be a black.
Hello, Kevin. Yes, so the music video we shot didn't get enough footage of you rapping. Could you possibly rap in front of your webcam in your room from a kind of a low angle, and we can just cut that in? How dare you? Yeah, that'll be no problem.
Okay, first of all, it's scary how accurate that that criticism was, because that's exactly what happened, except it's in one of the studios at Focus on the Family. Oh yeah, I love this part, because I don't know if you realize this, but I didn't write this song. If you check the beginning of the video right here, you can see that this song was written by Phil Lawler and Steve Harris, founders of Adventures in Odyssey. This actually comes from one of the early episodes. I think it was the 3rd episode of Adventures in Odyssey, where Mr. Whitaker actually does a rap. Let's see if I have that. Here.
Okay,
Check it.
kids. Now listen here, kids. Gonna tell you something great about some different ways to communicate. You can put up a sign, you can write a book, you can say a lot by the way you look. You can grumble, you can mutter, you can stammer, you can blab.
Pretty
you can
good. I
chat it.
think we did a remix of it, and it's on Spotify somewhere. If you look up my band, McAllister Park, which was an Adventures in Odyssey tribute band, and it coincided with a lot of the podcast. We did a lot. We did too much. Too many things.
God can take someone who's lost themselves and make their life brand new again.
I have watched this clip 10 times, at least, and I still have no idea what Wit is rapping about.
Let me see. I'm going to watch it again. If you've watched it a million times, you should know. That's me in the Mr. Whitaker outfit, pretending to rap. Oh, man, so fun. What a fun time.
God can take someone who's lost themselves and
God can take someone who's lost in sin, make their life brand new again. Come on! If you're gonna make a Christian rap song, then you have to have a really blatant, obvious gospel message right there in the middle of it, okay? Don't you know anything about Christianity?
Anyways, that was the Communicate rap video that Kevin McCreary and his old podcast, The Ceiling Fan, made in 2010, which is why he shouted 2010. You can easily find it on YouTube to watch the whole thing. But I do need to say one thing. Kevin has not aged these past 6 or 7 years. Illuminati confirmed.
You know, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know how long that's gonna last. I did get married last year, so that might change. I did get rid of the soul patch too, because someone made fun of me for it on Bobby Burns' channel, okay? All right, I'm pretty insecure. I shouldn't be putting myself out here. I'm gonna go cry now, even though I think that was not too bad of a music video and a pretty awesome rap, if I do say so myself. If you want to check out the McAllister Park album, please do so. It may not make any sense. If you want to check out the podcast, please don't. It's not great. It's pretty dumb.